ourselves in the process. So now it's incumbent upon us to find ourselves again, to face our fears, to reclaim our sacred image, to take off the uniforms of oppression, take off the uniforms of sexual exploitation, start to look like the Africans that we are. And you say, well, I'm born in the West. I got a different frequency. Okay, whatever your ethnic frequency is, we need to see it. It needs to be something other than what you're projecting today in the general population. Because at the end of the day, we're losing this race in the general population, but the 15% of us are solid. And that's all the universe or the cosmos need to start life again on Earth. So, within the next 30 days to 6 months, massive people about to be wiped out in groves. But remember, there's no death. And the people that are leaving are the sacrificial lambs, so the new paradigm can be ushered in. I'm in the game to usher in a new paradigm, a new frequency, a new model, a new reality. And everybody in the game has a role to play to that end. You have to figure out what role are you going to play. You're going to play the role of the coward. You're going to play the role of the fear-based one. How you going to play the game, what you going to do with your energy from where we are now is the question. So, some more things I'm going to speak on. Anybody got any questions?
Any questions?
Let's talk about the food. Let's talk about the plant-based diet, because that's a prerequisite for you getting to your high place. Everything is an optical illusion with three-dimensional depth and density to make it feel real for the interface between the mind and senses, but nothing exists. The tofu don't exist. The chicken sandwich don't exist. I engage with the tofu just because I'm not a carnivore, and I'm in the game. So if I'm in the game, I'm participating in the game of life, so I eat some tofu. But my point is, I know that the material realm is not real. I know that the chicken sandwich is not real. I know that everything, go back to the Matrix 1 with Stitches eating the damn steak sandwich. He knows it's not a steak sandwich. He knows it's not real. But with him trying to manufacture true life and break through the nigga shit, he said, well, hell, give me, I'd rather be in the illusion. And that's what most of us has decided to do, stay in the illusion versus rising above cravings and desires of the flesh to get back into your high place. Once you get back into your high place, once you're no longer a slave to cravings and desires of the flesh, it has to start with the food. Then it has to start with you detaching somewhat sexually and not constantly being emptied, so that your third eye can start to activate, so that you can vibrate in a higher frequency, 5D. So you can access it. But you cannot access it in the animals because it means that you think the solid world is the real world. And the fifth dimension is about spirit. It's about clarity. It's about consciousness. It's about you having perfected your inner essence. It's about you living the 42 negative confessions, the I have nots. It's about you being steeped in your moral code and your moral virtue. Therein gives you the ability to be in your God self again. But now you're in a world now that's putting the pressure on you because they realize one of us has escaped, or some of us has escaped. And so now they need to put out all the elephant guns, all the biological weapons, everything they can come up with to make sure they get the one. That's why they want the babies with the mask. If they can go up and compromise the babies with the electronic technology. Now remember now, you all put the cell phones in the baby's hands before the goddamn baby can even walk. They already got cell phones, they're already strapped to this electronic slavery, electronic enslavement. So, and we all know that the virus is basically the cell phone in 5G. Because you know every time the cell phone gets an upgrade, you come, once again, you become more and more the human artificial. Or you become more and more like the melanin recessive one. Now remember, he can only create a human artificial. He can only create a robotic society because he's void of melanin, which makes you impervious to the fucking truth. It'll have you hiding the truth. And don't care because of ego. He will do anything within his power. He will bomb everybody. But remember now, you can only get bombed because you're in the third dimension. Now, the reason all this shit happening, the reason this new age is coming, this new age is 5D, not 5G. The new age is 5D, the fifth dimension. And therefore you plant-based diet, you steeped inside your love, you steeped inside your truth, you steeped inside your sacred image. Because your sacred image at the end of the day is what sets you free. Aesthetically in this vibration. So, plant-based diet, giving up the uniforms of oppression and sexual exploitation, because it's very elemental where we at now. We have to do these things just to look like we can travel with the cosmic kings. We can have the protection of the fifth dimension from the 5G reality. So remember now, you're going to notice every time they get ready to cut the 5G up, they're going to tell you it's a new variant. It's a new strand. They're just cutting this shit up, and a bunch of people are going to drop and die. Because once again, once they give you the shot, then the stuff they shoot you up with ties you into the 5G frequency. So now, you basically program. So day by day, once again, your job is to figure out who you are and what you're going to do to help us return paradise to the earth. How you going to help us arrest the game from the wicked ones. And we do that by self-love, self-appreciation, and reclamation, the reclaiming of your ancestral integrity. What you created before you went to sleep. The things you did before you went to sleep. Those things you have to do now in order for consciousness, once again, to creep up your spinal column and then activate your third eye. And when I say activate your third eye, it's the center sun. That's the sun that comes from the snake. I got a snake up there, but that's the sun, which means it's a laser, which means you can scorch, you can burn, you can destroy. By you being connected to your daddy is the sun, the S-U-N. Your daddy is the sun, the S-U-N. That's your daddy. We are humans, which means we are vessels of light. So, if the sun could not hit my mother's head, because the Chinaman, the motherfucker with no rhythm, you don't have any rhythm. You got a little intellect, no wisdom, no fucking rhythm, and no goddamn wisdom, just a little intellect. But at the end of the day, a bombastic ego too, just like the fucking albino. Okay, so now he realized the power of the black woman. So therefore he realizes that, now see how long the fucking hair is now? All the hair is 3 feet long. All the goddamn hair is 3 feet long. Now, you don't know what's in this fucking hair. The hair is full of virus and every goddamn thing else. But the greatest thing is full of, it hides your true identity, it hides you. Because you are unacceptable in their game, because once again, you're too powerful in your fucking natural state. So they gotta camouflage you and scarecrow your ass. So the sun cannot even tease your temple, because the sun cannot even break through the shit, the glue, the weave, all kind of shit you got stacked on your fucking head and face. And it says a lot about vanity. You're steeped in vanity. Why do you need 6 foot of fucking hair that ain't yours? I know your fucking neck hurt. So get to a point where, you know what I mean? Get to a goddamn point where you got some self-love. Because just think about the children that's got to look up at your ass. And these motherfuckers that putting the dollars in the drawers. You niggas who putting the dollars in the drawers. You $2 ass motherfucking niggas who putting the dollars in the drawers. Who are defaming black women. Who's reducing a goddamn goddess to a fucking lap dance. You cocaine snorting motherfuckers with the dollar bills. You motherfuckers need to be whooped with fucking barbed wire. All you motherfuckers. Punk ass niggas. You watching my mother, my daughter, my sister, my aunts and shit for dollars in the drawers. Okay, now where your goddamn children at? Who putting dollars in their drawers? Where your woman at? You doing this shit to somebody else, women and goddamn children? Punk ass motherfucker. I love you too, but truth is what it is. So, you have a job to do. Come out of your lower nature. Stop living to release. Get to the point where you can keep your own semen, keep your own light 2 or 3 fucking weeks at a time. And you may be able to qualify for another role to play other than a motherfucker who putting dollars in drawers with another motherfucker's suit on. Yeah. So that's been fucking with me. And the system, you got to realize now, those who got all the hair, all the eyelashes, because there's three-fourths of you bitches. Bitch mean operating in your lower animal nature. I'm not calling your ass no goddess because you don't drop that motherfucking ball. We know who the goddess when we see them, when we come in contact with them. They still nurture, they still love, they still heal, they still got magic. So we know who you are, when you are, but don't expect us to say you are when you're not. So if you're not, your ass is not. So we talking about some self-love now. The dark feminine, the most beautiful species on planet Earth, without anybody's shit on your head, on your ass, on your back, on your eyes. It's very important that we get the black woman back into her high place mentally, spiritually, culturally, because you're the one left with the children. Because I don't seem to be able to get my dick out the sand in the general population. I don't seem to be able to do the shit. I don't seem to be able to look like a grown-up in the general population. I tend to want to stay a goddamn child forever because, for 40 years when I fell, that's what you were groomed to do, to make sure I stayed a perpetual child my whole goddamn existence. Once again, I'm going to go back to it right now. You still walk in the store, and as strong as I am, and I'm strong, you will look at me and call me baby and boo and shit. And hell, how you going to call the highest goddamn program in the game this shit that you think you got some kind of swivel? Because I think once you call the motherfucker baby, I think psychologically, you think that's supposed to imperil me. I don't know what it's supposed to do. But I need you to change your lyrics, black woman, whoever you are. You're responsible for calling men up, not continuing to use your lyrics for adversity, because your lyrics are affecting us adversely. You have to be able to know the role that you come to play as the great mother, as the great healer, as the great nurturer, as Mother Earth herself, as the cosmic mother. This is who you are. So the sun needs to hit your head. You need to take off your goddamn spandex. You need to stop appealing to my lower nature. You need to appeal to me neck up, because the real man is not looking for your ass, but they're looking for your intelligence. They're looking for your love. They're looking for your nurturing. They're looking for your peace. You're not projecting any of that. All you projecting is, I got ass, I got Dracula fingernails, I got Dracula goddamn eyelashes, I got on 3-4 foot of weed. I need you to look at that fucking picture. We talking about the mother of civilization. We talking about the mother of this planet. We talking about the most sacred being in the fucking cosmos. It's a black woman who's been reduced to a fucking lap dance by her sons. By her goddamn sons. Because she figured, hey, my mom, so why should I care? Well, hell, it's all of us weak. Not you, not I, not me. It's all of us weak. So all of us in this shit together. So you got to love my daughter just like you love your goddamn daughter. You just can't love your daughter and then want to put dollars in my daughter's drawers. So I call upon black men to take off the uniforms of oppression, to enhance your moral code, to put your cultural clothing on, to exude something out of your frequency other than thugism, other than childlike behavior, other than the shit that you projecting on the planet today. Because ain't nobody looking for your ragged ass either. So, now let's speak to homosexuality and lesbianism. All the bitches fucking each other now. All the men on national TV kissing each other. Tongue kissing each other. That's just not indicative of black behavior. We don't float like that. We don't stay around a motherfucker so long that we become like a motherfucker. We don't stay around a motherfucker so long that we become like a motherfucker. that we lose our moral code. Now remember, this motherfucker ain't been on the planet for a fucking minute. You been on the goddamn planet forever. You done learned all this motherfucking shit. You already know what it takes to get in the gate, to be in the kingdom. Now you're going to yield to fleshly cravings and desire. Now you're no longer my brother, you my fucking lover. That shit ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly at all. So I don't care how much you think this shit is accepted, this world today. By the way, welcome to Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't care how low you think this shit's supposed to fall. It can't fall no damn lower. So it's incumbent upon you rise above cravings and desires of the flesh. Master your libido. Stop being a sexual deviant. Like the albinoids are. Stop being a fucking sexual deviant. Don't fucking follow RuPaul. Don't follow these bitches that looking like men. Because that is not who we are. And trust this. You're going to pay for that shit. You will spiritually pay for that shit. You have to know that there's an order, there's a balance, and there's a way that we have to be. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I love everybody, but the truth is the goddamn truth. Black men are not supposed to fuck each other. Black men are not supposed to fuck each other. Black women are not supposed to fuck each other. That's just what that fuck it is. That's some melanin recessive motherfucking shit do that shit. Motherfucker who didn't have advantage of the sun, who was on top of the earth, who was in the fucking mud, who was in the bowels of the motherfucking cave, where the light didn't shine, so you may stick your dick in anything, in anybody. You stick your dick in your dog, in your rat, in your cat. You stick your dick in whatever you got, whatever available. Okay, but that's not your goddamn story. You didn't grow up in no fucking cave. The sun rose and set up on your ass, which means light and enlightenment. Now this light was not sent in the bowels of the cave. So I can understand them not having the gender question straight. But there's no excuse for your old ass not dealing with the gender question properly. Because you've been on earth for fucking ever. You started the damn game off. Now you getting fucked in your ass? Shit. Yeah. I had to make it plain now. Don't forget I love you. But by the same token, I love you enough to tell you the goddamn truth. I don't love you enough to blow smoke up your monkey ass. I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what needs to happen. Yeah, so you not seen or felt this rage? Yeah. Because hell, I got Toby for a minute. I don't kick Toby's ass to the fucking side, as you can see. So, day by day, it's incumbent upon us. Walk the straight and narrow. Face our fears. Perfect detachment from the flesh. Be more spirit than you are flesh. Control sexual cravings and desire. Stay within some format of balance and order. And prepare to board the cosmic chariot. I come down from the star system Sirius. I got off the cosmic bench and come into this realm to get those who can travel in the higher dimensions. Now remember now, we can dimensionally we can share the same. You can be in the third dimension, I'm in the fifth dimension. We can look like we share in the same space, and we are, but we're not sharing the same frequency. So as whereas a bullet will kill you, it can't even see me because it's a different frequency, and your mental state acts accordingly to the frequency that you are accessing. So this is why you start off perfecting cravings and desires of the flesh, detaching from it. And the more you do that there, the more you start to realize who you truly are. That you're a god or a goddess with amnesia, and now it's time to remember yourself. But remember now, whenever we are born in the West, anywhere in the West, if we're born here, we either come to help out or we come to learn the lessons. Because in the process of us being dethroned, we've been overtaken because, we aren't born in heaven, we're born in hell. So the place that we're born or wake up at, it's all kind of shit, madness and mayhem going on. So oftentimes you can't help what lifestyle you fall into. But you still are spiritually responsible for self-delivery. You still have to rise above cravings and desires of the flesh and come to the realization that you are not the avatar, that you are not the body, that you are the spirit, the consciousness, the genius that activates the avatar, that jacks you into the matrix, that allows you to play the game of life. But once you get in the game of life, you have to realize that there are rules. In order to stay in your room where you're untouchable, unbreakable, or unkillable, you got to stay in the fifth dimension, which means you got to stay in the spirit of Ma'at. You got to have your moral code enhanced and increased. Because otherwise, you're going to be affected by this shitstorm. And once you lose your moral code, it can take forever, a long time to get it back. And then the teacher after me is the twins, pain and suffering. So I cause you to think a little bit, but I'm nothing like the twins. They're going to teach you all your lessons through pain and suffering. So, it's incumbent upon us once again to know thyself, to heal thyself, to overcome cravings and desires of the flesh, to be in our high spiritual place, to prepare the 15% who can make it to usher in a new paradigm. That's what we're supposed to do. That's why there are those of us who have not given up on Africa, or our teachings therein and thereof. We still relate back to what we've always known. Our own truth. And our own truth is the material world is not the real world. That's the truth. That's the ultimate truth. The material world is not the real world. So when you hear this thing about no weapon formed against me shall prosper, there ain't no shit that Reverend Neckbone can say and do. No weapon formed against you can prosper because you sufficiently decoded the fucking matrix. Not because you waiting on Jesus. Your ass still die like the rest of these motherfuckers die. But once you get in the fifth dimension, once you get in your love, once you get in your moral authority, once you get back to your virtuous state, once you totally change the way that you vibrate, okay, shit. Now you God again. Now you can love black women, love black children, protect black women, provide for them, protect them. Why black women got to go ask goddamn albinoids for a fucking job? Why the fuck they ask you for one? So, at this point now, it's time to take the planet back over. As you take yourself back over, you start to take the planet over. All we have to do is to make sure that we're morally sound, that we're virtually stable. So, homosexuality don't work for us. Lesbianism don't work for us. We were called the singers and the dancers of God. So therefore, we are the standard bearers. We are the ones. We are the race that chose the other races that the black woman gave birth to all these other goddamn races. The black woman gave birth to all these other goddamn races. It's time for you to realize the ultimate mother goddess, that's the black woman. You have to get back to the place where you play this role as the mother goddess again and start to set the example of how your children, all the generations, are supposed to look, are supposed to project. What we're supposed to see when we look upon something sacred. Not something ready to do a goddamn lap dance and a powerful blowjob. That ain't what the fuck we're looking for. That's not what we need. That's not what our children need. We're under assault. Right now, as I speak, genocidal practices are being practiced upon us all day long, every day. Genocide is being created in the name of the science. And the melanin recessive seem to be the scientist. The youngest motherfucker on the planet, seems to be the scientist. How the youngest motherfucker on the planet is gonna be the goddamn scientist? And you the youngest motherfucker because you still can't hold a rays of sun. You can't hold a rays of light. You can't eat light, motherfucker. You can't eat light. You can't eat light because you exist in the darkness of the night. So you can't eat your goddamn light. And so what do you give us? Darkness. Okay, but who does that rest with? The black man. Because somehow or another, you fucking fail. And when you fail, you allow humanity to fall. So the responsibility is upon you to put away your pacifier, to put away your goddamn Jordans, and grow your ass up and show up in the goddamn game and play this goddamn game like somebody with some sense and authority. Play this game of life like you play fucking sports. Play the game of life like you play fucking sports. And protect black women and black children. Black women getting their ass kicked, black children getting their ass kicked, and where the goddamn black men? Where's your ass at? Where you at? You can't be fucking found. I guess your pain is intense too. But it's time to stop running from it. It's time to stop trying to drink it away. It's time to stop trying to drug it away. Now it's time for you to step inward and pick up the truth that's avoided you, your own divine truth. So, day by day, we need to come to that. Any questions? Let's breathe. All stress, all anxiety, all fear, all confusion, let it all go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm hearing this one thing about, this is what I got to do, this is what I got to say for all the other men, maybe Arab men, Chinese men, all other men on the earth, including the black man. But this definitely goes out especially for those who stole all the money, stole all the wealth in the land, and now find the dark feminine, the mother goddess, in need of a hand. And because you stole all the wealth in the land, because you engaged in murder with your masochistic ass, now you're in a position to misuse black women because you appear to have the wherewithal monetarily. And the things that you are doing to my women and my children for money. Right now, I want you to know you're being held responsible whether you're Arab, whether you're Chinaman, whether you're Jap, whether you're German, I don't give a fuck what you is. Every one of you motherfuckers, any harm you bring to black women or children, check this. This king is metaphysically checking your monkey ass right now. This king. So remember, I don't need guns or bombs. I got the goddamn sun. My dad is the sun. I don't need the shit that you got that's operating in illusion. I'm beyond your goddamn illusion and your illusory projection. So know that. So you motherfucking Arabs, understand you motherfuckers paying my women this shit on them. Understand you doing all kind of satanic shit to black women, and your women are kept as if they some kind of saintly angelic motherfucking winged beings. But you gonna treat my women like they can be shitted upon. So you're paying my women to shit on them, huh? So whether your ass is Arab or your fucking ass is king, I don't give a fuck who your monkey ass is. From this point on, any harm directed at black women from any of you motherfuckers, I need you to get that, from any of you motherfuckers, the things that are most vivid in your worst imagination is your fucking fate. Know that. Speak that into existence. Ashe?
Ashe.
Okay, so black men are supposed to defend women, are supposed to defend children, are supposed to protect, provide for, lead. Not ask for 2 quarters, not ask for bus fare. That shit's unsaleable. Figure your game out. Figure out the role that you're going to play, because your ass about to reach diminishing returns. All of you who can't get an upgrade, all of you who appear to be immobile and cannot be moved from the place that you sit, that you reside, you motherfuckers about to be falling like flies. You're not going to be able to stay in the game because you're not doing shit in the game. But everything that you're doing in the game is detrimental to every goddamn body. So figure yourself out. There are plenty of satellites all around the world where you can come and get an upgrade, where you can get your truth. Seek your truth. And as you seek your truth, you will find your liberation. Any questions? Yes, sir.
How do you extend the, I guess you could say the life expectancy of your frequency? Like, I feel like you've been vibrating for a long time at such like a high resonance. So how do you add longevity to, say, if you want to remain there?
I got it. Your thought process. Only your thought process. Okay, now you know it's me. Whenever I reference my age, I say I'm 72 years young. I'm forever young, and everything I did as a child, 12 years old, I do today. Whether it's swimming, whether it's playing ball, whatever, I do everything I did when I was 12. My spine is still as flexible as it was when I was 12. The spine is the snake. The snake is the Kundalini energy. Now remember now, time and space are both the illusion. So what ages you is your program. Now you've been centrally programmed by a caucasoid or albinoid, one that's melanin recessive. So you've been programmed to die at fucking 55, 62, if not sooner. Or if you don't die in the Wild Wild West, because you know the black males have picked up the Europeans' habits now. He's the gunslinger in the goddamn West now. Because that's what they create. So that's what the lower echelons of our society are doing now. They're taking on the ways of the caveman, the cowboy. So you start to extend your frequency by owning your thought process. But how do you own your thought process? First you have to own your diet. First you have to perfect detachment from what you think is real. This system, this game is not real. It's simply a simulation that allows us to play the game. Your body's an avatar. So your body can stay as young as your mind can keep it. As your mind can keep it, which means owning the thought process. Okay, so now, I swam as a youth, I swim now. Because water itself is a god. So I have to master water. Not only just when I'm drinking water, that's the only thing I drink, basically water. When I'm dealing with the water for swimming, or when I'm making medicine with the water, I'm still seeing the water as a god. Just like fire is a god. The earth is a god. Air is a god. Okay, so I'm always, when you hear me breathing, we're mastering the breath. We're mastering the air now. So now we're mastering all four elements that leads to what? Self-mastery. When I'm swimming, I'm in the ocean, I'm in the womb, I'm in the cosmic womb. Whether I'm in my mama's cosmic womb, or whether I'm in the cosmic womb on high. The Milky Way that gave birth to the sun. Okay, now that's our cosmic brother. Now down here, that's who the black woman is. The Milky Way. The galaxy. The black woman is the goddamn galaxy. She's a galaxy. Okay, now remember now, all your teachings that come from the bowels of a caveman's mind. A man in which the sun did not shine for hundreds of goddamn years. A motherfucker you had to teach how to wipe their, wash their ass. Thousands of goddamn years motherfucker to wash their ass. Talking about toe jam. So day by day, you stay young, you keep your energy high. I'm dedicated to making sure black people wake the fuck up. My life purpose is to make sure black people shine like the goddamn stars they are. So my modus operandi, I'm so connected to this frequency because that's my program. My program comes from the sun. So I'm programmed to make sure black people are fucking shining like the stars they are. So I got to live a long time to make sure I reach this here because I can't go back to the star system series and leave this planet fucked up like this. So that's why I jump up and take the first fucking lick. I jump up and put the goddamn crown on and tell motherfuckers to come on with his elephant guns. I'm not like Reverend Neckbone. Motherfucker in a corner whispering. And scared as all goddamn outdoors. Where the fuck can you meet somebody full of fear? You can't take nobody no goddamn well full of fear. You can't take nobody no damn well carrying somebody else's fucking water. Bound to somebody else's punk ass goddamn God. Who you know you the original goddamn God. What the hell you look like bound to something else? So this why until the black woman in general can get off the goddamn sugar tit of Jesus and this blood shit and realize that she the only motherfucker that gives up the blood. She gives up the blood. Don't no motherfucker die and give up no goddamn blood. What the fuck does that mean? Don't mean shit. So, to answer your question, mastering the water, be it swimming, be it drinking water, In my case, making medicine with water, giving praise and homage to the rain. All the elements we have to master because that's what we are. That's why we are part of everything, and everything is a part of us. We are part of everything, and everything is a part of us. That's why we can shapeshift. That's why I can be a dragon on your ass in a minute. I can be a lion on your ass in the next minute. Because I'm a part of everything that exists in this holographic projection. We are part of everything that exists. We are kin to everything that exists. That's why we take care of the planet. So that's why the fucking melanin recessive one fucks up the planet. Where you can't get a glass of water. Where you can't get real wheat that's not been contaminated. Where you can't get anything to eat that's not been contaminated. So it just so happened, and speaking of that, Bill Gates owns the Impossible Burger. And the place that it makes it, Planned Parenthood sent a right cross from the place that they make it. So you know that the babies are going in the burgers. Now remember now, these motherfuckers would do any goddamn thing. You hear me? These motherfuckers would do any goddamn thing. So until the black man get off his black ass, resurrect, spiritually, culturally perfect his energy, and protect black women and children, what the fuck good is it? What the fuck good is it? So the key is, look like the role you play. Eventually, before you went to sleep, you created all these beautiful fabrics, all these abstract art designs that has to do with your protection. When you got on the frequency that you created before you went your ass to sleep, that's what protects you. But now if you out here looking like thug life and wonder why you're constantly being put upon, it's because that's what you invite. Your image invites a spirit of weakness, of that you can be handled, that you can be mishandled. So know what time it is. Divine question.
Shrooms.
Shrooms, the mushroom, the psychedelic. Let me tell you something about Mammy. You'll notice they always got Mammy dressed in fucking red, white, and dots. That's Amanita mushroom. That's Santa Claus. That's how they saw the dark feminine, the goddess. That's fucking Santa Claus. That's why she got this, you know what I mean? Always got the damn white apron or the black shit, or either the red apron or red the clothes. Mushroom and Santa Claus. That's the role that you play. Now, once you do the mushroom frequency, it activates the God chip. For the shroom is the God. Now you notice when we the Mayans, which is the old men, which is mean the black Mexicans, you'll notice even in our paintings, we got button mushrooms in our ears, or the peyote. Because everything in earth is a part of us and we're a part of it. And so there are things in the earth that we need to access the dormant state of our consciousness, for we've been in the bowels of the melanin recessive man for 400 fucking years. So your thoughts don't belong to you. Eventually you have to get your thoughts. The mushroom helps you re-engineer your thoughts, help you escape the physical paradigm of the matrix, and takes you to places that you've always known before you met Jim Crow, before you were hung from poplar trees, before you were burned at the stake, before your ass was tarred and feathered, before motherfuckers was, you know, they put the dick off and put in some pickle and eat it like fucking pig feet. They did shit to us that their mind could not even fathom. Because in the breaking process, in order to break a God, in order to break a real people, you got to totally devastate, you got to totally dehumanize, you got to totally take them out of their any kind of mental frame of reference to goodness. And then they'll be on 6 o'clock news telling us how we fuck each other up in Chicago, in Maryland, in D.C., how we kill each other, how black on black crime, how we gonna talk about white on this and white on that when there's so much black on this and black on that. Well, it's black on that because once again, we can't stand that motherfucking nigga. We already here trying to take the nigga out because we can't even stand the nigga that's been created. So that's why we killing each other fucking left and right. But all that's good too though, because once again, there's no death. It's just a transmigration of souls. When my brother got killed by one of my brothers, my brother was a sacrificial lamb so I could conquer death. My brother died so I could conquer death. Now I don't have to die because my brother died. I watched my brother get shot 7 times. The whole time he was getting shot, he kept saying, I can't die, I can't die, I can't die. Well, he didn't have to die, but he didn't have no fucking skills. He didn't have no science. He just had a fucking attitude. The attitude won't help you escape the rules in this motherfucker now. Or they tell you escape the rules in the 5th dimension. So, but his whole reason for dying was to let his little brother hear, I can't fucking die. So once he said that, so my whole journey changed from my brother saying he couldn't die. Remember, I never cried when my brother died. I cried if I see my mama crying. But other than that there, I never shed a tear because my brother died. Because I knew it was spiritually specific. So that led me on the path that I went on. Discovering yoga, discovering that there is no death, discovering veganism, discovering the truth, discovering my sacred image, my sacred projection, how I'm going to let the world receive me. You won't catch me with no motherfucking tennis shoes on. You won't catch me look like none of these motherfucking drop-shot niggas in the fucking t-shirt culture. You won't catch me look like I've been picked clean by this fucking Western vulture. No. You're going to see me look like God all goddamn mighty. Every time I roll a fucking dice. So you know what to do when you encounter my presence, my frequency is fucking bow. That's who the African is. Now, you ain't heard this in 400 or 500 goddamn years. But now you're going to hear it and you're going to see it every goddamn time you open your eyes. And once you get a glance of me, I don't ever leave your fucking head. I turn into goddamn dinosaurs, dragons, I turn into all kinds of shit. Because what? I'm a part of everything, and everything's a part of me. I suffer from no misplaced ego. The truth is just what it is. So, everybody needs to do the damn mushroom up in these goddamn churches. Whether they're drinking the wine, the holy wine, the blood of Jesus. Because remember now, it ain't but one blood, and that's the one that the goddamn female excretes during her monthly moon cycle. When her moon time is on. That's the goddamn blood, but they don't want to deal with the dark feminine. They don't want to deal with the feminine aspect of creation. So they get another motherfucker to die to get his blood. Now all the shit about the blood. What about the damn woman's blood? You die for you don't watch him up and get his ass kicked talking about some fucking blood. And then the same shit you talking about fear. Now if you fear your God, now fear's in the goddamn game. Now fear's in the game because you've been trained to fear God. How the hell you gonna be trained to fear God? That's if you trained to fear God, then you can't know your own God self. But that's a very exponent of their religion, the fear of God. That healing starts with the fear of God. No. Enslavement starts with the fear of God. God is not to be feared. Do we need to fear the sun? No, we don't need to fear the sun. And the sun is the feminine aspect of God and the moon is the left. I mean, the sun is the masculine aspect of God and the moon is the feminine aspect of God. But they are one in one. So down here, we play dual roles. Sometimes I'm a sun king, but there's also a sun goddess. There's a moon goddess. There's a water goddess. So remember, the woman gives up the blood monthly. The crack can only do it one time. And motherfuckers supposed to talk about that for fucking ever. Next question.
Well, I want you to address, because there's several people on here, several assholes, let me say, talking about the sea moss and it not being real and they shouldn't trust you. And please just address that one time, because there's several on here.
Okay, now hear me. For all these Johnny come goddamn ladies talking about sea moss. You motherfuckers still belching pork grease. You just finished eating a goddamn pig foot. What the fuck you know here about sea moss? I've been dealing with moss 50 goddamn years before your motherfucking ass was born, motherfucker. You a child. You don't know nothing about nothing. You just dropping motherfucking lyrics. At the end of the day, If it ain't for outlets like me, you don't even know about no fucking CMOS. Who you think putting this shit in the game? How you think you even come to know about CMOS? You need to set your monkey ass down and go to fucking sleep.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Punk ass motherfuckers. All the shit I'm talking, he talking about fucking CMOS?
Exactly.
All the shit I'm talking, he talking about some fucking moss?
Exactly.
So, that's what's up.
Oh.
But, talk to me.
Children and children in school.
We don't have a school. We got prison. The white boy's dream for black people is fucking over. We need to disengage from this, disconnect from this society, disconnect from his fucking schools, disconnect from all this shit because his shit is fucking over. I wouldn't follow this motherfucker nowhere, period. And the only reason I followed it then because I've yet to discover my truth. And that's the state of black men right now. They've yet to discover their fucking truth. Once they discover their truth, they'll start unplugging from his whole fucking reality. His schools are prisons. You don't have any schools. And nothing is learned. And school for black people is the knowledge of their fucking culture. Not being indoctrinated with this nigga shit coming off these motherfuckers. So there's no school. We need to be homeschooling our children. We need to be African-centric, African-centrizing our children. That's what we need to be doing right now. We need to be unplugging electronically, getting on a new rhythm, getting into a new reality. That's where we need to be right now. What else they saying on this?
What is the dark feminine?
The black woman. The cosmic womb. Remember, we're here from different star systems. We stayed in this motherfucker so long that we forgot it was a goddamn game. But hell, I told you the game is played in the mind. Your mind makes it real. So the dark feminine is the highest player in the game, the black woman, the mother of Jesus, the mother of Buddha, the mother of fucking Muhammad. The black woman is the mother of all gods. All gods. All of them. Because remember now, for millions of goddamn years, there's nobody on the goddamn planet but black women and black men and black people. All these other motherfuckers are Johnny-come-latelys. And then they got moved to different parts of the goddamn globe. And as they moved to different parts of the globe and became less and less affected by African sun, they started to change and shift. And as they got less and less sun, their moral code started to take hits. Because the sun enlightens, enlivens, elevates, stimulates. We are the sons and daughters of the sun itself. That's why they got you stuck on with this Jesus and his blood shit, waiting on the sun. Not the S-U-N, the sun that every eye can see, the sun that walks the water at this lake and that Lake Murray. No, they talking about another damn sun. S-O-N. Shit, God got plenty of S-O-N. I'm just one of them. What is it?
Someone is asking, can you please explain envy and jealousy when we are doing shadow work?
I thought about the shadow of the shadow. Think about the shadow. And think about the God that would create the shadow. Envy and jealousy keeps you from flying, keeps you from elevating. It keeps you from accessing your magic. You see, if you're steeped in envy or jealousy, you're not likely to activate your third eye, because these are programs, these are frequencies, these are demonic holding stations, and they are not conducive to the black infrastructure. We can't hold envy or jealousy. That's not who we are. That's the learned behavior over 40 years by being in this shit system. Let's say, for instance, right? You could walk into an African village before we lost ourselves, and you would see all the sisters with the same fabric, with the same dress, for they were united in oneness. But now, because of envy and jealousy, we don't have a sisterhood or kinship among the feminine that allows us to be just like each other, allows us to admire each other in the same garb, because that spoke to our oneness. But now we done become so mentally polluted now that we won't even show up in a damn concert if one other bitch got the same dress you got on. You'll go the fuck home. So my point is, We have to get rid of these lower principalities in order to access the fifth dimension. You can't get in the fifth dimension with envy and jealousy. You can't hold a program of the fifth dimension of the 5D frequency. It's a frequency. It has to do with truth and clarity. So you got to know the truth and you got to be clear as far as that goes. Yeah. You got more?
Was there any other questions?
So, once again, know that I love you. And for the haters out there who can't get their pants up on their ass, who question me about some fucking sea moss. Sea moss is the last goddamn thing on my mind. The goddamn sea moss is an illusion too. Shit, the fucking. I'm talking about 5D, nigga. The sea moss is a goddamn illusion. You don't need no sea moss in 5D. All you need is the goddamn right mentality. Shit. You gonna be down there stuck in the 3D with this damn sea moss and all that other shit. Who the fuck are we? We don't even half-ass eat. Shit.
Exactly. So I want to ask about that.
No, for us, less is more. You'll notice we eat basically once a day. And we only eat a little bit of food then. Because we know, too, that the damn food is an illusion. So we detach from this illusion, this material construct, as much as we can to get back into our high place. And our high place is where we see through bullshit. We see through fecal matter. We can decode the propaganda. We can decode the bullshit that these motherfuckers download into our central programming. That's what's going on with that. So, yes. You got a question?
No, I'm just excited.
So, that's the deal. So, right now, the black woman needs to culturally attire herself. She needs to take these rags off her ass. We need to have wig burning parties. Weed burning parties. We need to burn these motherfuckers up just like they burn up the goddamn books. Let's burn up the fucking weed. Let's burn up the goddamn eyelashes. Let's burn up the goddamn Dracula fingernails. Let's what? Shit. The fucking, the false asses. Motherfucker got ass all in the next county and stacking on top of that. So shit. We waiting on the black woman to denounce the Chinaman, to denounce her fucking slave captor, to denounce their fucking God, to denounce all these motherfuckers. Then you return back to being the dark feminine, the cosmic goddess that you are. You're the cosmic goddess of this fucking creation. You're the mother of this creation. You're the mother of all the motherfucking gods running around here posing as a fucking god. You're the mother of these motherfuckers too. But you never got your own mothering instinct in this because here you ain't applying your own love to yourself. So you need to love yourself. Love yourself. You gave us culture. You gave us fabric. You gave us song. You gave us dance. You gave us rhythm. You gave us spirit. You gave us nurturing instinctiveness. You gave us courage. You gave us patience. You gave us power. You gave us to view ourselves in the God frequency. But you're giving me now. You ain't gave me shit lately. I need some shit. I don't want the Jesus shit either. What you got? Got anything? You got anything other than wait, Lord? Just a fucking waiting. Don't get fucking caught waiting on a motherfucker. Because guess what? I done found out the motherfuckers don't ever come. You understand what I'm telling you? You're who you're waiting on. The genius of Almighty God flows through our veins, flows through our blood, especially the feminine blood, the soma, that they trying to compare Jesus' blood with, the dark feminine blood, the soma, the very essence of life, the very essence of creation. So yeah, we ain't got to die to experience the blood. Nobody has to die for us to experience the blood. The female bleeds monthly. Come to find out what the hell that means. What else going on, Queen?
A lot of these questions are asking, you've already asked in the previous video, or it's on the web, on our page.
So day by day, we just keep the love up. We keep the love high. You saying. Keep the love high. Say, don't distract the king. Queen, don't distract the king. Talk, queen. Anybody got any questions?
Okay, someone's saying something about the blood. What does he mean, the blood that bleeds, that we bleed monthly?
Come to know what that means. Come to know how sacred that is. Come to know how cosmic that is. Come to know that is associated with the moon, the cosmos. We're from different star systems. So that is, in fact, your ancient memory that connects you to the moon, that connects you to other star systems. And so now you die in the blood of Jesus to get you back to the star system. No, that ain't the blood that gets you back to no motherfucking star system. The blood of the dark feminine is the blood that gets you back to the goddamn star system that you estranged from. So do the research, study what the period is, study what menstruation is, decode it, because it has everything to do with a lot of the law of science, because a lot of the law of science has been covered up with this blood of Jesus shit. Yeah.
Someone's asking, what is the meaning of bluebirds?
Bluebirds? Now get your wings. Birds in general represent our ability to fly, as far as I'm concerned. The snake energy. Let's talk about the snakes, because your spine is the snake. And you notice how we're the snake, which means sun, which means the sun. So right behind this snake is a big old sun disk that can scorch a motherfucker's ass, can come out like a laser, that allows me to transform myself, transmute myself. So birds, like all other things in nature, whether it be the hawk, have always had spiritual meanings of significance for us when we're in tune with the earth, when we love the animals. But you're in a world now that don't give a fuck about animals. You know how many animals the 5G done killed? Speaking of birds, this nigga shit 5G done killed damn near half of the bird population. Every time they cut that shit on, all the goddamn birds die. All the bees die. All the bees and everything die. So after a while, you can't get a goddamn jar of honey. You can't get anything because this melanin recessive individual has so fucked the earth up, because as I told you last time, his ass going back into a motherfucking cave. So he don't give a fuck if we ain't got water, if we ain't got a blade of grass, if we don't have one fucking tree. Because in the caves, he didn't have no fucking trees and grass. And he know damn well that's where he's going back. That's why he talking about my man cave, this and man cave that. Yeah, I got my man cave. You motherfucker, you a caveman. And your ass about to be back in your original land. Because you prove yourself ineffective for living on top of the goddamn earth in communion with every goddamn body else. Every time you show up on somebody's goddamn land, motherfuckers die. Cultures get wiped out. Nations get wiped out. You the fucking virus. Every time you show the fuck up, motherfuckers die. You do know that shit, don't you? Now don't forget now, once again, I'm a king that's risen in the West. So I love everybody. And for all the people who have ancestors that enslaved mine, bring me my fucking money. And I'm not going to get in no line, I'm not going to sign one motherfucking ticket. All you motherfuckers that robbed Africa, that enslaved me in this country for 400 years, I couldn't go to your goddamn beaches. You Jim Crowed me. I done worked for 400 goddamn years with no fucking pay. Bastards, I want my fucking money. I want my fucking art back. I want all that shit that your ass done Jesse James. Back. Be bringing it back now. Otherwise, your breath is getting short as I speak. It's hard and harder to breathe now. Black women all over the world, it's hard and hard for them motherfuckers to breathe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Even in the listening audience, it's hard for them motherfuckers to breathe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Y'all take the fucking licks. Yeah. So, what else?
Are we the Anunnaki gods?
Exactly. That's who the fuck we are. We just gotta get the memo. Shit. We the fucking gods, but look, you can't be the god with fucking Jordans on, with a fucking baseball cap on. You fucking Stephen Fetchit. Your women can't have 15 fucking weave and talk about the Anunnaki. You got to have self-love in order to access these ancient paradigms.